Get your Bing hole ready, baby. Get your Bing hole ready. Start prediction, hole inspector. You've got 60 seconds. Here we go. And the title of our first post is, am I the asshole for labeling all the bottles in my house because my adult children are idiots? You know, I'm leaning towards asshole here. I'm leaning towards asshole. Here we go. I have two of my children living with me. One has graduated from college and the other is a junior. I have to purchase medicated shampoo because of a scalp condition. It is by prescription and it is expensive. It also comes in packaging that is meant to be stored upright, not on its side, and definitely not upside down. My daughter has her hair products in the shower and I do not touch them. My son also keeps his Axe body wash, shampoo, conditioner, woman repellent in the shower. I also do not touch it since I have zero desire to smell like a high school locker room. I keep my shampoo. This doesn't sound like a dad. I'll say that right now. This does not sound like a parent. This sounds like a teenager. I keep my shampoo in there as well since it is my house and I can keep my shit wherever I want. For some reason, the two of them cannot understand that not all packaging is meant to be upside down. They have already wasted an entire bottle of my shampoo by storing it upside down after they touched it for some reason. It all dripped out of the spout, which it is not engineered for that. I talked to both of them and I explained that they should not touch my stuff and that if they accidentally tip over my shampoo, it was meant to be stored with the lid at the top. I came home last week to find my shampoo leaking out of the bottle again, upside down. I ordered 500 stickers that say this side up with an arrow pointing towards where the words are, upright, and I put them on everything in the house that might leak, with my shampoo being literally covered in them. They had friends over last week and they noticed that the relish, ketchup, mustard, mayonnaise, etc. were all labeled. My kids were embarrassed when they explained why. They think I am an asshole for putting labels on everything since they only fuck with my shampoo. Since it is $80 a bottle, I said I would take off all the labels if they agree to pay for my shampoo. Thus far, they have declined. There's no way this is a parent. This is an adult child. You say my adult children are idiots, but you are also an adult child throwing a temper tantrum right now. You are being a petty, say it with me, asshole. Sounds like my dad. I don't know. There's no way this person is old enough to have adult kids. Right. No, I don't think so. I have two kids and sometimes you just cannot get through to them. Labels are sometimes necessary. Yeah, maybe on the bottle of shampoo, but on the ketchup, the mayonnaise, the mustard, the relish, everything that could possibly leak, that's some petty asshole shit. This leads towards everyone's an asshole. Don't touch other people's shit. Don't be a petty person. Okay, yeah. I think they're an asshole, but only because they're a petty piece of shit, not because the sticker's on everything. Yeah. So are we going grown-ass adult acting like a child? Or yes, absolutely. This is 100% grown-ass adult acting like a child. 100%. You know what? I say everyone's an asshole here. The kids are assholes for not listening to the parent when they were like, hey, that's my $80 prescription shampoo that you are wasting. But also OP is an asshole for putting labels on everything because of an issue with shampoo. This house is full of assholes. This is an asshole house. This is a whole house. Whole house! The whole house is assholes. I don't know. I can't get a feel for this one. Am I the asshole for telling my brother he moved too fast for the outcome he ultimately wanted? I'm going to say not the asshole. It's vague, but like, it sounds like you are telling someone something that they needed to hear. Here's the post. Am I the asshole for telling my brother he moved too fast for the outcome he ultimately wanted? My brother, 39M, has a daughter, Piper, 15F. When Piper was 4, her mom died. My brother told Piper so much about her, and they had some special photos of her mom that were treasured. When Piper was 6, she started being teased by this girl called Nancy, 15F now. It continued on for over a year and ultimately came to a head when Nancy tore up a photo of Piper's mom that Piper brought into school for some show and tell family edition her class was doing. From that day on, Piper did not like Nancy. Because of that incident, my brother and Nancy's mom met. They became friends, and a few months after the incident where Nancy tore up the photo, they started dating and they married a year later. Piper pulled away from my brother when she found out he was dating Nancy's mom, and even more when they moved in together and got married. Nancy was actually happy and tried to get close to Piper, but Piper wanted nothing to do with that. Nancy's mom mentioned how being sisters would mend the rift, and I thought that was kind of crazy given what went down. Yeah, that's fucked up! My brother only mentioned to me recently that he really thought Piper and Nancy would be sisters and would be close by now. But what? No! What? But Piper doesn't want anything to do with Nancy still and doesn't trust her around anything important. Yeah, no shit! I told my brother that's because he moved too fast to get that kind of relationship with them. I said he and his wife started dating and Nancy hadn't even apologized. And then Piper was still upset about who he was dating and Nancy being in her life more than they got married. I told him at no point did he try to make what happened better for Piper. He thought his marriage license would somehow erase the hurt Piper felt and the bullying Nancy put Piper through for more than a year. I said maybe if he had given it time, let Nancy apologize, and given the girls space where they weren't living together. Oh, and they started living together to interact outside of school. Things could have happened, but you had one child who was hurt and angry and another who was eager to have a dad and sibling after only having her mom. My brother said I expected him to let Piper dictate his life. Mans is thinking with his dick. She's your daughter. Fuck this guy. I said, no, not what I said. I said if he wanted Piper to be happy and embrace Nancy as a sibling, then he should have taken things more slowly to get that outcome. He told me it was none of my business and I was overstepping and just his little sister. Am I the asshole? Jesus fucking Christ. This is an easy not the asshole situation. Very, very, very easy not the asshole situation. Your brother's a fucking asshole. Not the asshole, your brother sucks and needed to hear it. Being sisters will mend the rift is the kind of bullshit rationalization people make when they don't want to face how disgusting it is that they are bringing Piper's bully into her home, into her family. Yeah, that fucking sucks. Oh, you think I should let my kid dictate my life? Maybe, yeah. Maybe a little bit, yeah. Because it's your fucking daughter. Maybe. You can't just throw two people at each other and expect friendship, especially after the BS they caused. Right. That's fucked up. Not only did you build up the mom that died to this child who now idolizes her dead mom after all the nice things and the treasures and the memories that you've shared, the bully that fucking ripped up that picture is now in her home, in her family, and you married her mom. She's not gonna want to be friends with this person. Said mom should have made her daughter apologize. Absolutely. Absolutely. Not the asshole. He shoved aside his daughter's feelings for his own personal happiness. I think it's incredibly gross. He even started being friends with the parent of his daughter's bully, much less dating and then marrying her. Did they tell this lovely how they met story at the wedding? He's probably permanently damaged his relationship with his daughter. And your brother's the one who brought it up. You didn't just say this out of nowhere. If it wasn't your business, then maybe he shouldn't have been talking about it with you. He's just mad you called out his bullshit. Yeah! Give me the tea, baby! Hyper snaps. Hyper snaps. That's a very, very easy not the asshole. You absolutely should have called your brother out like that. Hundo P. So, the second paragraph of this post says long story short, and there are 6 paragraphs and an ending statement with 4 edits. 6 paragraphs and 4 edits. Long story short, my ass. Am I the asshole for leaving when my brother-in-law wouldn't let me in the hot tub? Put your points in the dicky now. Give me a little dicky. Why do I feel like this is body shaming? Ooh, I didn't even think about that. Here we go. Am I the asshole for leaving when my brother-in-law wouldn't let me in the hot tub? My brother-in-law just bought a new house. He lives about 4 hours from us. Last weekend, my husband and I went to visit him for a few days to see the house for the first time. Long story short, I got my period while I was sleeping, and the guest room sheets had a small blood stain about the size of a quarter. My husband helped me strip the bed and went down to the laundry room to pre-treat, then wash the sheets. When they were done, the blood stain was 100% gone, but when I told my brother-in-law, he looked completely disgusted. Tell me you get no bitches without telling me you get no bitches. Oh my god, periods are gross. Maidens, no bitches. Okay, we still have fucking 4 paragraphs to read to. He inspected the sheets super closely for a very long time and finally was like, Jesus, brother-in-law, if you're looking that closely and can't find a stain, can't you trust me that I got it out? He seemed really put out by the whole thing. That night, we had plans to hang out in brother-in-law's hot tub in the backyard. But after dinner, he told me that I wasn't allowed in the hot tub because of my period. Grow up. Right, this man has never actually met a woman in his entire life. This man has not met a single person with a uterus in his entire life. How old are you to be like, ooh, yucky periods, ooh, yucky? I was shocked and explained that the nighttime leak was because I hadn't been expecting my period and had been fast asleep all night, but that it was perfectly safe and sanitary for me to put in a tampon and sit in the hot tub for an hour. But he wouldn't budge. My husband had my back and told him that he was being ridiculous, and it ended up turning into a big argument. Eventually, my husband and I decided to pack our stuff and stay at a nearby hotel, and then we drove home the next morning. Now, brother-in-law is pissed at us for leaving and not respecting his home. Not only did this man's, oh my God, I just read the next line I shouldn't have because it made me even angrier. Holy shit. Let me say my thought first. Not only did this man get grossed out by a period like a child, but now is insinuating that he has less respect for this person that got their period than he does for his home that he owns. That they should have more respect for his home than for this person that got their period as a human being. Let me read this next line to you, though, because it gets fucking worse. It gets worse. He also Venmo requested my husband $100 for new sheets. Not only are you not allowed in my hot tub, am I going to disrespect you as a human being, act like a literal man-child in front of God and everybody, but I'm going to request that you pay for new sheets that you washed to get the stain out of. My husband is refusing to pay, but trusted that if the stain hadn't come out, we would have been happy to replace them. He told his whole side of the family, who decided to fully stay out of it. I wish they had our backs more than at least they're not piling into us. So our husband and I the asshole for leaving and not paying for the sheets? No. They respected your house by leaving when there was an incompatibility. T. Right. Refuse to pay that and then Venmo the brother-in-law for the hotel. T. Fucking T. Venmo for the hotel. Get out of here. Edit number 1. I swore I'd never be one of those people who did this, but to all the people who say ESH or YTA because of a certain risk that I won't mention here because it isn't a medical sub, I'll just say that if brother-in-law was worried about that risk for me, it would be a different story. He didn't want me in the hot tub because period blood is, quote unquote, period blood is gross. Edit number 2. For everyone asking why I even told him, it's because my period isn't a dirty little secret. It's a natural thing that happens to half of the adult population. Yes! Fucking tear into those fucking Redditors that has never even met a woman before. And because I'm not going to sneak around like a cat burglar to do laundry, he heard the dryer buzz and asked about it, and I told him. Yeah, fucking T. Half the adult population. Everyone with a uterus. Most people with uteruses. Edit number 3 for some frequently asked questions. Brother-in-law has a GF who doesn't live with him. She hung out with us the first night. That was the first time I'd met her, but had to work the night of the argument, so she wasn't around. I don't know what she thinks of the whole situation. I'm not going to reach out about it. And brother-in-law isn't on the spectrum. He doesn't have OCD. He's not a germaphobe. He just thinks it's gross. No, he's just a child. He's just immature. Right. I feel sorry for that girlfriend. Right. 100%. I feel bad. Get out of there. Get out while you can. This is not a man. This is a boy. Edit number 4. Wow, this really blew up. Anyway, please trust that I know my body and my flow, and that on the first full day of my period, I know that I can wear a tampon for a while without leaking. For what it's worth, we did go to the hotel hot tub after we checked on and stayed in for 90 minutes when I got there, and was nary a speck of evil, dirty vagina blood on my bathing suit. God, I cannot imagine the cesspool of comments that she has gotten about her period from these fucking incel dude bros on Reddit. Why in the fuck are people mansplaining this person? Right! Why are they mansplaining the cycle? Top comment, not the asshole. Your brother-in-law sounds like one of the worst types of humans ever. The types I avoid fiercely. Also, $100 for sheets? Are you kidding me? Right. Am I the asshole for covering my brother-in-law's house in pig's blood after he didn't allow me to use his hot tub? Give me that follow-up. Give me that follow-up. Who knows? Who could have seen this coming? Did I just say who could have seen this coming? Is that what I said? I think I did.